Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Five Sounds Realty. This is Derek. Today we're going to show you a home in Plymouth, North Carolina on 111 East Main Street. The big building right ahead there, that's the courthouse. We do have a lot of older homes in this area. I'll pan around just so you can see a little bit. This property is on a corner. We do have a driveway in the back if you so desired. The property itself needs a little bit of cleanup. Right back there is the footprint of an old, I'm gonna say garage, maybe. Could have been a workshop or something. You could maybe do that again with this driveway. But this is the back view of the home, and the sun is kind of blinding us there. Vinyl siding, and you're gonna see there's, I'm gonna say, stages of incompleteness. On the outside, you see right there, they in the middle of the windows, they don't have it in. There's some gutters laying on the ground, but there's gutters up, on the eaves. So is it a replacement or what? The AC, no power here. Hard to tell if it works. It's a little caved in there if you see on the top. And walk around. Do have a gas tank out here. I don't know if you can get natural gas right here or not in downtown Plymouth, but we're going to walk on around the corner here. A very mature magnolia tree, and it is a handsome home on the outside, even with its few things that still need to be done. Sidewalk on this corner, on this side, and the sidewalk does continue on down that way, and we're coming right out to Main Street. A couple of these homes in here used to be B&Bs. I'm not sure if they still are. That's one way down Main. And this takes you right down to the waterfront. See, I don't know if you see the stop sign down there, but the water's just beyond there on the river. And this is leading out of town. Some pretty homes in here, no doubt. It's a Friday afternoon late. It's pretty quiet down here. And here's the front of the home as we come around. Looks pretty complete up here. It's very pretty. You'll notice there is a window AC in the second floor. We'll get to that as we go into the home. Just a little more view here. We'll go. I think this is a new gravel driveway and parking area, as you see right there. As you can easily park, I'd say 3 cars in here. And maybe 1 or 2 with a good turnaround area. We'll come to the side here and look at this. You see here's another window that's not complete up there. On the side, either it's blown off or just not been covered. It's hard to tell. And this is the back. And the neighbor's house. Grand old home, needs to be grand again. I wish somebody would do something with that one. Here's the garage I was telling you it might have been. And here's the back. And there's some incompleteness here, but I'll show you that when we go into the home and we do the walk out on the back porch. If you'll see right up there, there's vinyl siding missing. The roof is rather new. My personal opinion, it looks like an overlay, not a replacement, but an overlay. Second story deck. And we'll walk back over to the front and go in. Home was built in 1910. And like all homes, it's had some twerks done to it, I say twerks or, just upgrades or whatever to different families that's lived here. It's coming in the front doors, very inviting, very charming. The big front porch. Little small walk area there, not much of a porch, but it's there. It still gives a pretty look. As you see, it seems pretty solid. To me, that's close to 11 foot, maybe 12 foot across in there. Okay. It's vinyl on the ceiling. And it looks like it's beginning to separate a little bit right there. Otherwise, it looks to be in pretty good shape. We'll walk on in. Nice 6-light door with side lights. You see those side lights. Come in and it looks, I won't call it new, but it is Updated kind of flooring throughout the home. And this grand old stairway. There's a light. Kind of doesn't fit the home. And it's not installed correctly. It looks a little loose up there. All the original moldings, it looks like. I don't know if they're original, but you won't find them in too many homes these days. What I like is you can tell the stairs, I'm almost sure has been here. But this is what I like. It's hard to tell. It's actually a curve in the wood going around. It's just not squared off. So that's kind of cool with a popcorn ceiling. Don't know if you can tell that. House has been loved. To the left. Now, it seems like we do have AC on the bottom, you know, but the unit was out there, as I said. Nobody knows if it really works. There's no power to the home. So it's kind of it's up to the buyer to find out everything about the home on their own. Alrighty. Fireplace, it doesn't look like they've used it. Whether it works or not, it's another story. But it does have the wonderful mantle around it. 2 doors, you know, leading into another room. Excuse me. I'm thinking maybe from this door right here back was maybe added on at one time. It just doesn't fit. Just a big living room over here and another big living room. Archway. Very beautiful. Alrighty. Come around and that window shows to the porch. I'm going to go and walk on back to the kitchen area. The ceilings seem at least 8.5, maybe 9. I'd be hard pressed to say it's 9, but a little higher than 8, I believe. And here's where I think is just a small dining room. I mean, family dining maybe. Whereas the one room we were just in could have been a large dining room at one time. It's a big, beautiful room. Now they put windows in here and they put this below them. It just doesn't feel right, but it's been done nicely and it looks nice. You'll see in the ceilings in some places there's some patches. And that's throughout the home. You see some more there. Got pocket lights, wainscoting. You know, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see some of the seams. I don't know if that's sheetrock or settling or what, but. And we're coming into the kitchen, which the kitchen, in my humble opinion, is a little underwhelming for this kind of home. Very simple. I mean, I was expecting more, I think. And maybe I should not have. And this is the kitchen. All right. And this is just a little utility room. Little cabinets here, window, hot water heater, the pantry, you know, shelving. I'm not sure where this went at one time, but it's like that light doesn't even fit the house, but you know, it is what it is. You can easily change those out and make the home what it is. Now, this door leads to a utility basement. I will go down here a little bit and show you. I don't know if you can see. I actually have to get out my flashlight. Let's see if that helps. There we go. And you see it goes straight down. Now, it's a very small area. It might be, I don't know, 12 by 12 down there. And there was an old electric hot water heater down there, but it lets you access the whole crawl space underneath the house. And there is a sump pump down there. And right now, it is a little wet. And I'm thinking that's because there's no power and the sump pump's not been able to work. It's not meant to be a finished space. It's just a utility space. Could be a nice, like root cellar for sure. Almost. Let's see. I think during the summer it'd still probably get a little bit too warm down there because it has openings to the outside. Now, we have a porch off of the kitchen, or what I'm thinking is the dining room. Pretty wide, you know, maybe 9 feet, you know, maybe outside. And see, here's some of that area that's not finished. The vinyl siding just stops, you know, and there has been none because there's no nails put in it anywhere else. It's the old beadboard, which to me is prettier, makes the home feel like an older home. And there's the bifold doors going into the foyer. And we'll see what this window's about later. A lot of updated plumbing, it looks like. And one of these little surprises was, and I'll show you this. It's a little hard to, I'll move this here. Let me put it over here. Let's see here. Let's move this bucket. This is another door on the outside. If you guys saw that, and what it does is it actually goes up. Turn on my light again. There you go. It goes up. And that room is a room. But these stairs are at least a 12 inches up step every time. You know, let's see what we got here. And I'll just show you real quick. Alrighty. There is a room up here. And there we go. And it's a small room, but you see, and you can stand in it. I'm 6 foot, and I had about 6 inches over my head standing up in here with a window out. And to give you an idea, back down the stairs, it's a little scary coming up them steps, but it is a room, and nonetheless with the beadboard, it's curious for sure, right? All right, now to get back down this bad boy, take a little bit at a time. You gotta be careful coming down here. It's really steep. You don't want to miss it, right? I don't, not at 67. You want to be a little more careful. All right, we're back out. All right, let's go in. That is a 200 amp service on the outside. Not in the best of shape, but it is here. Let's see here. All righty. There we go. All right. Let's go back in and take a look at the, as we say around here, let's take a gander upstairs. Coming back through, that's what I missed. There is a tiny step down. If you don't watch it like I just did, you'll stub your toe on it. All right, I said upstairs, but I forgot we got the other side of the house. And here, obviously the glass door's out to the back porch. Little cubby hole, little storage, the filter for the AC, and a bathroom. All righty. I don't know how the light it's going to be in here. Let's see. We can brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Just opening the blinds. Toilet right here at the door when you come in. Standard like 3 foot shower over here. And a vanity. Okay. All right. Pretty simple. Step out. And we'll go to, I'm going to call it a bedroom. Over here. Large rooms, all the rooms are large. I'm going to say that, you know, the wainscoting. See here again, you know, the original windows probably went down to the floor. I understand they've done what they've done. That's what I think, you know, and they've just been filled in. Looks good, but as you can see, you know, it just doesn't look quite, looks like there was a floor to ceiling kind of window at one time. Again, ceiling. Closed in fireplace. That's kind of a downer to me. I don't know if I mentioned that about the, in the other room, it's closed off also. And this is a big room, and this is a closet. No door here, but this is a closet. Okay, with a window in it, very bright. You wouldn't need a light in there really unless it's nighttime, but there is a light. And coming back into the foyer, we'll go upstairs. Old stairs, nice railing, nice molding work. You see there's some issues. It kind of wants to move, and it's a little bit unsturdy, but just a little bit of repair, a little bit of work on to make it right. And you come up to the landing. And I'll save the best room up here for last. And all rooms are nice. These are, you know, newer type windows in all the rooms. Good size room, at minimum 14.5 by 14 or something like that. Closet here, probably original to the home right here. This one looks like it was maybe built in later years. Just because old homes didn't tend to have large closets and stuff. Heat source, air conditioning. That's how you heat and cool up here. Don't know what the electric bill is. Coming across the hallway, let's take a look down. That's your view down to the stairs. And back up. Okay. And into the other bedroom. Alrighty. Window AC. All newer windows. Beautiful door there. 15 mite door. Closet over there, and there's your heat. Nice little, I wouldn't even call it medium, but a little bit bigger than small. And the same popcorn ceiling with pocket lights. And this one has the charm of having its own balcony, which is pretty cool. Feels really solid, very nice out here. You can get a view. Alrighty, like I said, the roof looks rather new. Then you see here's another one of those situations like I was pointing out earlier. You see where the vinyl and the aluminum trim hasn't been done, and the gutter is down right here. And, there is definitely some maintenance issues to be done. Do I think they're detrimental? No, they are just maintenance issues. We'll walk back in, and I think it would be nice, but I didn't look, but let's look since I have you here. Can we get any water view? I guess not. If we did have any, it'd be through this magnolia. I don't even think then. We still wouldn't have it. It'd be just the way the angles are. We couldn't see the river. Alrighty. So, now we'll go here and check out the second bath. Full size walk-in shower, toilet, sink. Ignore the guy in the mirror. Now the ceiling in here is about 7 foot. Okay, it's not a high ceiling. All right, linen closet possibly, a little bigger. Can be any kind of closet actually. And like all things, it's got a little archway. I mean, that makes a difference in how a home looks. And here is I just like this room. I like any room with a bay window, just like downstairs. Somebody put this up, I'm sure, just for safety. Does it look right? No. It just needs to have the right kind of window in here. That, my friends, is plexiglass. Excuse me, I can't talk. Again, an air conditioner, closed-in fire space, closet, and another closet, and access to the attic or wherever. And there we have it. This is 111 East Main Street, Plymouth, North Carolina. Asking $165, I do believe. A little over 2,600 square feet. Built in 1910. I think I've said that quite a few times. 4 bedroom, 2 bath. I think it's in a historic district. I know the courthouse has been around a while. Get you back out front here. And it's quiet. Walkway, brick walkway, cleaned up. It's a little, where the roots and stuff have grown through it. I know it's hard to tell, 3D in a 2D situation here, but you can tell a couple of roots have gone through. But it could be nice again. Somebody had the time and the patience to do this kind of stuff. And here we are. And with that, I'm going to conclude this tour of 111 East Main Street in Plymouth. 1910, asking $165. you can have some history. It's definitely got some history. With that, we'll see you on another episode of 5 Sounds Realty. Take care. Bye-bye.